working for their dad, but they're buying them out. It's fascinating. That's kind of one of the things they're going through here. So I asked Josh a while ago, I said, are you ready? And he said, yeah, but for what? He didn't know he was going to be up here. But Jimmy and I had a meeting this morning. And he said, you know, I ought to have Josh Damon get up there and share some stories. So anyhow, that's what we're going to do. And I asked Brett, since Brett's coaching him and working with him, to lead the discussion. So let's hear it for Josh Damon and Brett Blair.
Are you wired up?
I think.
All right. So I'm thrilled to introduce you to my good buddy here, Josh. Not only am I coaching him, but I'm very, very good friends. He's with a very special person.
Yep, my wife, Mindy.
Hi, Mindy. You have two people back home that you left?
Oh, well, they're not here, so I wasn't thinking about that. Twins, a boy and a girl that are 8 years old, that I just taught to text before we came, and we've been getting lots of texts from them. It's been fun.
And where did you grow up?
Reno, Nevada.
Reno, Nevada. And tell us about Damon Industries.
So, there's a company that my grandpa and two of his friends started, and it was a distribution company, so anything that a bar needed, napkins, straws, Marcino cherries, orange juice, they would deliver that. It was actually called Miles Distributing. And my grandpa bought out his partners. It was Damon Distributing for years. And my dad bought it from my grandpa in 1977, the year that I was born. I was lucky for him. And my dad met a guy named Del Griffin, and he helped pioneer shelf-stable juice, which comes in the bag of the box, which bag of the box is hooked up to any of the soda machines that you go and get soda. Before that, it was all done in 5-gallon kegs, which now all these home brewers use to make all their beer, hold all their beer. And actually, my first job there was scrubbing out the tanks because my arm was small enough to fit in there. And I disliked those. And when I had the opportunity, I sold all of. I wish I would have kept some of them, but. And so then, since we were manufacturing now, we changed the name from Damon Distributing to Damon Industries, and it grew from making juices and sodas in bag-in-the-box to drink mixes, and now we're doing barbecue sauces, and basically, if it's not going to kill anyone and it's liquid and we can package it, that's what we're going to do. And now we're getting ready to hopefully transition Doug into retirement, and my brother and sister and I can see what levels we can take the company to, because it's grown each way. And
So how old were you when you started working there?
I started working there, I was 12 years old, and I would do 4 hours a day in the summer. And it really helped me get a very nice baseball card collection, because I had all this money and nothing to do with it except buy baseball cards. And we joke that I have juice running through my veins. And so, yeah, I've done every job there, I started mopping and hand gluing boxes, to working in the lab, developing all the fun flavors, to now sales. And
So tell us about your brother and your sister.
so Aaron, that's my older brother. He is 6 years older than me, and he's the COO, and he also has done every single job in the business. Luckily for me, I didn't have to do a lot of the service work. So when you buy any of our juice from us, I put in a piece of equipment for free and maintain it. Well, free, I just charge more for the equipment, but it's the customer thinks it's free. And Aaron's been there a lot longer than I have, just because he's older. But we've always enjoyed it. And my sister, Tiffany, lived in New York City, and she had a vintage fashion company, and she'd sell things online that she would go to vintage stores and buy all these clothes, and she kind of started missing the West Coast and the family, and there was an opportunity to get her involved in the business, which Mindy and I started our own brand of drink
I was
mixes.
going to ask you, what is Mount Rose?
So Mount Rose Drinks, that's the business that Mindy and I started for retail purposes, because Damon just did, I'm going to say generic, but it is generic. We're not a Coke or a Pepsi, and there's no brand. So we created the first brand that was inside of the company, and we've had some success with that, and opened up all new doors for retail markets and different products. We actually just got our liquor license, so
Yeah,
we don't have to be bootleggers.
I wanted to ask you, what is a rectifier?
So a rectifier that's the license that we have, which means we can't make any alcohol, we can just pack it. So I would love to meet someone at Jack Daniel's. They can send me all their stuff and I'll bottle it for them, or make the Lynchburg lemonades, and so I can do just straight spirits, or we can do the mixers, lemon drops, margaritas, pomegranate martinis. So I'm very excited for that.
So you guys have been working with Vina Cell and Jimmy Taylor, Elizabeth Lake Ledoux. Can you tell us a bit about that process and how that's going?
Which I'm very grateful they made Doug feel comfortable about leaving, so that was nice. We should have started our succession planning a long time ago when we started near Doug. I feel like I want to retire. What's the plan on the business transfer? And so it's complicated. But VSL has definitely helped. We met, flushed everything out, and I know that everyone is comfortable with the direction that we're going, and they're facilitating some training so that the new generation can lead the company and not blow the retirement for Doug and Diane. Doug and Diane, appreciate it.
We'll come back to work in a bit, but outside of work, you've been working on your priorities and your life. You want to share with the group anything about that? And specifically this thing called Fat Fire.
So I'm just like Brett. I don't know how many of you have taken the Enneagram, but that's Doug is an expert on that. So if you sat and talked to him, I'm sure you've heard about it. You're number 2, 7, 8. And so before I came, it was fun. He told me all your numbers, so I know I can speak to all of you. But I'm a 7.
I'm a 7.
Which my default is gluttony and stressed at work and life, and so I got fat. Over-consuming everything. It's all or nothing. Brett is helping me try to learn moderation. How are we doing on that? Okay. So, to get back in shape, I signed up for this thing. It's a 6-week challenge. If you lose 20 pounds, you get your money back and go to the gym. And I call it Fat Camp. And I weigh in on Monday. My final weigh-in. So that's why I'm eating carrots.
And how much weight have you lost?
I am at 16.2 pounds lost in 5 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say we're working on how to be more mindful and respond versus react to situations. Meditation and reading, habits like that we're working on. Agree?
Yeah, which the meditation has been a big help. I'm a very reactive personality before. Don't think, just that's how it feels. And so it did cause some trouble with my dad in the family business. As you can imagine, you love each other, but you see each other all the time. And it's hard to have son hat and an employee hat. And we're always just wearing both, and so it can get a little heated. And it's not on him, it's on my reaction. And so actually, with Brett's help and the meditation, we don't have the heated headbutting.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah. And Venus Cell helped that too, yeah.
I think one thing that came out of the Venus Cell work was I forget the term you used, but a personality, not really personality assessment, but comparing you and your brother and your sister on what you're strong with, what you're not, and it came pretty clear that you're the visionary of the three. Aaron's operations person. Last week there was a major decision made with your family. Want to share that?
Sure. With the help of Venus Cell, and there's finally a clear path that I'm going to be the CEO of the company, so that's very exciting because I do have a lot of visions. I wanted to turn one of our delivery trucks into a beer truck that I would put a bottling line in there and pull it into the breweries and let them bottle everything. So when you wanted to make a food truck, I thought that was great. Maybe I could do a food truck, mine. So that'll be fun. I have a big vision for the spirits and the pre-mixed cocktails, and I'd love to do a Kirkland brand pre-made Bloody Mary, and so it's very exciting.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, which with the help of Venus Cell, my brother and I have been pitching Doug for a number of years on, we can do this. We're the exact opposite. Where I'm weak, he's strong. Where he's weak, I'm strong. Co-CEO, and and then we took all the tests and it showed exactly what we've been talking about for 5 years and solidified it, and then that's great, I can retire.
Yeah.
So it's been very helpful.
So what is your vision for the company?
So I want to build it up to, right now I have 30 employees, 30 to 35. We're seasonal. Summertime is really busy for us. I want to enhance your life one taste at a time, whether that's through dry rub, sauce, drink, juice. If you're in the nursing home, I want you to have a good glass of orange juice, or if it's a thickened product, I don't want it to be all clumpy, and yet I don't want you to chew it, but the bigger the company is, the more we're able to help our employees, and I'd love to see, the daycare there, and doggy daycare. So I want to be able to take care of the employees in a grander fashion. But first I got to sell some liquor.
All right, well, good job. I have no doubt you're going to do it. Congratulations.
Thank you.